Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Ryan T. Bonifacio from the Ateneo Graduate School of Business, Central Luzon Doctors Hospital. I'm here to discuss direct marketing in the digital age. What are the options? Our learning objectives for today's lecture are how to conduct direct marketing, how to be effective in direct marketing, how word of mouth affects marketing success, how to design and manage a sales force, and finally, how to improve skills. Direct marketing is an interactive marketing system using one or more media. It affects a measurable response or transaction at any location. With the advent of new technology, electronic marketing is showing an explosive growth. How do companies conduct direct marketing for competitive advantage? The traditional way is through face-to-face selling wherein the buyer and the seller meet to discuss a certain product or service. Next option is through direct mail wherein an offer, announcement, reminder, or other item to an individual customer is sent using a highly selective mailing list. We also have catalog marketing wherein the seller sends a client with a full line merchandise catalogs. Another option is through telemarketing, which is the use of telephones and call centers to attract prospects, sell to existing customers, and provide service by taking orders and answering questions. It helps companies increase revenue, reduce selling costs, and improve customer satisfaction. Other options on how to conduct direct marketing are through interactive TV. These are the big screen in malls which show details of a product or service to a prospective buyer. Kiosks which are mostly manned by salespersons to sell a certain product or service. The different websites of companies showcasing their product or services online. And lastly, through mobile devices, utilization of short messaging services targeting prospective clients. My own personal experience with mobile devices was that a year ago, I was informed by a reputable developer regarding their pre-selling condo. I got interested, went to the showroom, and eventually closed the deal. How can companies carry out effective marketing in the digital age? The most common are through websites. Websites should embody or express the company's purpose, history, products, and vision, which are attractive on first viewing and interesting enough to encourage repeat visits. Search ads is when marketers bid in a continuous auction on search terms that serve as a proxy for the consumer's product or consumption interest. The marketer's ad may appear above or next to the results depending on the amount the company bids. Display ads or banner ads are small rectangular boxes containing text and perhaps a picture that companies place on a relevant website. Emails allow marketers to inform and communicate with customers at a fraction of the cost of a direct mail. Mobile marketing is a major opportunity for advertisers to reach customers on the third screen through short messaging services. With the increasing capabilities of smartphones, mobile apps can be loaded to smartphones and mobile ads can be seen. How does word of mouth affect marketing success? Word of mouth is when consumers talk about a brand from media and entertainment products to food products travel services, and retail stores. Positive word of mouth sometimes happen organically with little advertising, but it can also be managed and facilitated. It is particularly effective for smaller businesses with whom customers may feel a more personal relationship. It engages customers to talk with others about products, services, and brands. Increasingly, word of mouth is being driven by social media in the form of online communities and forums, blogs, and social networks such as Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. What decisions to consider in designing the sales force? First is the sales force objectives. Sales reps need to know how to diagnose a customer's problem and propose a solution that can help improve the customer's profitability. Salespeople perform one or more specific tasks. Next is sales force strategy. Companies must deploy sales forces strategically so they call on the right customers at the right time in the right way. To maintain market focus, salespeople should know how to analyze sales data, measure market potential, gather market intelligence, and develop marketing strategies and plans. Next is sales force structure. A company that sells one product line to one end using industry with customers in many locations would use a territorial structure. A company that sells many products to many types of customers might need a product or market structure. Next is sales force size. Sales representatives are one of the company's most productive and expensive assets. Increasing their numbers increases both sales and cost. Once the company establishes the number of customers it wants to reach, it can use a workload approach to establish the sales force size. And lastly, the sales force compensation. To attract top quality reps, the company must develop an attractive compensation package. Sales reps want income regularity, extra reward for above performance, and fair pay for experience and longevity. What decisions to consider in managing the sales force? First is recruiting and selecting sales representatives. After management develops its selection criteria, it must recruit. The Human Resources Department solicits names from current sales representatives, uses employment agencies, places job ads, and contacts college students. Selection procedures can vary from single informal interview to prolonged testing and interviewing. Training sales representatives. Salespeople must have deep product knowledge and should be innovative, efficient, and reliable. Supervising sales representatives. Reps spends most of their time with current customers who are known quantities. Reps can depend on them for some business, whereas a prospect might never deliver any. Companies therefore often specify how much time reps should spend prospecting for new accounts. Motivating sales representatives. Majority of sales representatives require encouragement and special incentives. The higher the salesperson's motivation, the greater the effort and the resulting performance, rewards, and satisfaction, all of which in turn further increases motivation. And finally, evaluating sales representatives. The most important source of information about sales rep is sales report. Additional information comes through personal observation, salesperson self-reports, customer letters and complaints, customer surveys, and conversation with other reps. How to improve skills? No single approach works best. Personal selling is an art. Most sellers agree that there are 6 steps to selling. The first is prospecting and qualifying customers. We identify and qualify customers And qualifying is done by mail or phone to assess level of interest and financial capacity. Next is pre-approach. The salesperson should be able to plan his approach to the prospective company or buyer by knowing the needs and purchasing process of the company. Next is presentation and demonstration. Salesperson pitches the product story using features, advantages, benefits, and value. Overcoming objections. Salesperson should always maintain a positive approach. Ask the buyer to clarify the objection, questions in such a way that the buyer answers his own objection or turns it into a reason for buying. Closing. Closing sign from the buyer include physical actions, statements, or comments and questions. Reps can ask for the order, recapitulate points of agreement, offer to help write up the order, ask what the buyer wants, get the buyer to make minor choices like size and color. And lastly, the last step is follow-up and maintenance. It is necessary to ensure customer satisfaction and repeat business. After closing, a salesperson must cement any necessary details such as delivery time, purchase terms, and other matters important to the customer. For this lecture, we were able to discuss how can companies conduct direct marketing for competitive advantage, how can companies carry out effective marketing, how word of mouth affects marketing success, how to design and manage a sales force, and how to improve skills in selling. In summary, we learned that direct marketing is conducted through face-to-face selling, direct mail, catalog marketing, telemarketing, interactive TV, kiosks, websites, and mobile devices. This is effectively carried out through websites, search ads, display ads, emails, and mobile. Word of mouth engages customers to talk and is driven by social media. Considerations in designing the sales force include objectives, strategy, structure, size, and compensation. Considerations in managing the sales force include recruiting, training, supervising, motivating, and evaluating. Selling is a six-step process which include prospecting, pre-approach, presentation and demonstration, overcoming objections, closing and follow-up and maintenance.